If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I reign.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the bass. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James L. Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm bangles. Locking doors down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
And if they stop that one up in a big way, I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. He completes this to Russell Gage. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They run a draw here on second down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature of the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about the defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Lions will take over. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one. So they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw here. And connecting here with DJ Shark.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Romeo Okwara shooting in there and dropping him for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running right, here's Dillon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but he stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone to...
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
On 2nd down, Dillon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Maybe a little 2-play sequence there before seeing completion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Touchdown, Packers. Russell Gage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9 now. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll continue to watch the updates in that one as well as the other games going on in Week 5 of the NFL season. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 1, 7-3 to score on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. The center receiver in motion to the right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Fielded at about the 28. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Lions at 3-1 here through the first 4 games. They're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the shotgun to give to Jones.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And some space here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
They'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are once again back in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the
are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up the touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Chubb looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They get this out left. Touchdown! Jameson Williams from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Second and 13. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what they're saying.
Interestingly, that throw He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll go with the keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple is all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes you even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. It's about inches. Just go get it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They run a draw here on second down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, probably I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to throw now on first down.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They've not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Trouble trying to middle here. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies hurries, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the counter, here's Jones. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And he slings one that's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field
And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw again.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series. They're getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Russell Gage, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Open man has got it, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there for Detroit. 43 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Nick Chubb with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Back to throw here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 33 yards that time.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Draw play, Dillon. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. If it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go and it incomplete.
So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
I'd say 95 or better. I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They run it again with Chubb. 75 yards rushing for him now to this point. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Chubb on the counter. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Nick Chubb with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to find time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the side. Now it's 3rd down. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he's got some space here. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
When a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down. We all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10, and they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top